Back in March, Jamesiha Taylor died inside the Lucas County Jail. She had a history of mental health problems and was on the wait list to get into the Northwest Ohio Psychiatric Hospital at the time of her death. So how are people needing mental health treatment being handled while they're inside the jail? And what could be done differently, if anything, at this point? Kaylee Marantette, she worked to find that out today.
I'm one of 88 sheriffs in the state of Ohio. They're all having the same problem.
Lucas County Sheriff Mike Navarre says almost 75 inmates at the Lucas County Jail have something in common.
Between 25 and 28% of every inmate in this jail has been treated at some time for a severe form of mental illness.
But says his employees are not equipped to treat those people, and many need to be sent to the Northwest Ohio Psychiatric Hospital. But unfortunately, there's a wait list, and it caters to 23 counties.
Their capacity right now is 104. It's either here or NOPH. If they're not in custody, there's a lot of other options available.
Officials from NOPH wouldn't speak with us and referred us to the Lucas County Mental Health and Recovery Services Board. This is the director, Scott Silak.
COVID has hit the hospital, hit all hospitals, but the state hospital particularly hard, where they had to reduce the number of beds because they needed a isolation unit.
Silak says adding more beds wouldn't help the need right now, and it would take a while to get beds available. Sheriff Navarre says he's taken his concerns of lacking beds to Columbus. Senate Bill 2, introduced in 2021, would do just that, and it was signed by Governor Mike DeWine. But until that happens,
if we can move people out of the state hospital who are ready and no longer represent a risk to the community or self, then we should be doing that to the extent we can.
Except that looks different for each person.
What does that accountability look like for someone who is symptomatic with mental health and off their medication? That looks entirely different for someone who is criminogenic in nature but also has a mental illness.
So I'm not going to talk specifically about Jamesiha Taylor, but what happens from here? How do we make sure that that doesn't happen?
We have to recognize when someone becomes very acute and starts exhibiting serious symptoms, we need to get them help right away. And getting them help right away doesn't mean putting them on a waiting list and waiting for NOPH to say, yeah, send them over.
The hospital is doing the best that they can with the resources that they have, and thanks to a $2 million federal grant in February, workers from Unison, a mental health services program, were able to come in the jail and step up to help. Reporting live in downtown Toledo, Kaylee Marantette, WTOL 11.